What's up, family? Make sense of this with me. What is home? Where is home? What is home to you? Where is home for you? Home is where you're not a guest. Home is where the heart is. Home is where you keep your possessions. Home is where you lay your hat. Home is what you call your own. Home is where you feel safe. Home is where you feel comfortable. Home is where you let your guard down. Home is where you return to. Home is where you can find your loved ones. Home is inside of you. Home is wherever you are. Home is in a place. Home is a state. Home is a haven. Home is heaven. Home is ever present. Home is where I bring my vision. Home is where I live my vision. Home is not a certain setting. Home is not a city, state, or a country. Home is wherever you bring all of yourself to. Home is where life continues. Home is continuity. Home is disruption. Home is focus. Home is distraction. Home is change. Home is the same. Can someone help me define what home is? All of these different things come to mind. When I feel homesick, what am I really sick for? What am I longing for? What am I seeking? I really don't know. I really don't know. I find myself wondering that not having the answer doesn't help this feeling. I'm finding myself asking this question. My life, in the past 2 years, everything I know of my life is unrecognizable today. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's exactly what I wanted. It's definitely added character. But living it is a whole nother thing than wanting it. From my work life, to my romantic relationship, to my lifestyle, to my geographic location, to my mental state, so many of my dreams displaced, lost contact with. Everything has changed. Nothing feels the same. It's like I'm re-beginning life and redefining what everything means to me again. How to even assign value. Sometimes when I walk away from my desk and I come back, sometimes lost in my thoughts as I'm away, I'm excited to come back to my desk. I sit back down as if something was waiting for me. Something was waiting for me to return. The way home waits for that quick second, I can feel it. The way your designated chair, your pet, your loved ones wait for you to fill the spot you left emptied while away. For that moment, I feel, in those 10 seconds, I feel the joy. Like I'm reclaiming the place I'm supposed to be. reclaiming home, then it fades. Then I want to grasp at that feeling. Then I look for that feeling of home and how far it is again. I look for the trappings, the semantic definitions that I mentioned before. Maybe the specific desk, the specific chair, the specific comforts, that familiar love, something I can't put my finger on. I long for an undefined emptiness, a feeling I can't describe but need to return to, a place I can't formulate but yearn for. And in those moments, I feel sick. I focus on what's not here. I lose gratitude for what is. I miss the present. Everything pains me. Everything in front of me fades away. I oscillate between this person and presence, in being lost in the human needs of I and the transcendent experience of now. All I see in my head are flashbacks that I wish I could touch, feel, sense. See every sweet memory I have in the past. Every 10 seconds of joy I felt from coming home. But I still can't define it. Where is home? What is home? And why do I feel like I'm not in it? How can I even reclaim something if I can't define it? I just want that feeling. Here's what comes to mind as I say that. I'm disoriented. I'm deracinated. I'm rudderless. I need to navigate, to re-navigate, to redefine. I need to find myself again. I need to find it in myself again. I need to create it in myself again. I need to create it in myself for the first time, maybe. Uprooted from the physical manifestations of all that resonates with home, I'm in need of something that transcends it. I'm in need of something that reaches further, that reaches deeper, that transcends time and place, that translates this loss of grace. Where should I be looking? Inside? The spiritual? I recognize that it's the attachment to these physical representations of home that brings the pain. The overweighted value put in idealizing the material, the non-spiritual, the non-sacred, devotion to the non-sacred. If you make the non-sacred sacred, suffering is coming. These false idols don't fulfill. What is fulfilled carries with you. It doesn't empty. It doesn't sever its relationship with you through bounds of geography, space, Time, it's not distributed in pieces, it's full and filled. So, how do I do that? Look inside. What am I looking for inside? How do I find it? How do I recreate that feeling of coming back to my desk, of coming back to my bed, of coming back to my love, that comforting hug? How can I access it anytime that I want, regardless of my access to it? Those things aren't real anyway. It's all the attachment on top of them, like garnish, that loads them with these feelings of home. How do I garnish what is ever present? Dress it. How do I access it? How do I replace the emotional dependency on the external and reclaim home inside? What is that path? How do I access that quiet room with the loud noises of these yearning thoughts? Where do I find that store of peace in the middle of this mental chaos? How do I rekindle with that divine, that connection? I don't have a prescription here. I understand these things consciously, but there is a gap that I recognize in accepting and applying than understanding. Feel free to guide me. It's amazing how easy it is to feel grounded when you're still on the ground. I hear home has no walls, no doors. It has no identity. It has no form. It goes with you where you go. You create it where you are. Maybe it doesn't even need creating. Maybe it just is, and you find it. Maybe it's never lost. Maybe you never leave it. So how do you look for something you never depart? Rekindle with what's never apart. I don't have a clue. I just have to open my eyes. Listen for the sound. I think home is calling me. I can hear it. It's always around. Who knew? I love you all. You are my home. This is my home. I am my home. Who I bring to you is home. I am not a visitor. I am here to stay.